Yo, what's up, Swag Gang? You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Keon Laura, aka KL Swag, back here with a video, man. Look, man, we about to react to that man Matt Be Great. Back here again with another episode of Matt Be Great, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've been loving bro content, man. He keep it real, man. Lane Kiffin kicks off a 5-star wide receiver, man, because of this. Let's check it out.
If you want to be a gangster and a thug, then go be a gangster and a thug. But you
A
can't be
gangster.
a gangster and a football player. It doesn't cooperate together. I think it's safe to say when Lane Kiffin, the
way he said
goofiest of
gangster.
goobers when it comes to head coaches in the SEC, has to kick you off of the team, you done messed up, and you messed up big time.
5-star out that. He's a 5-star wide receiver at Ole Miss, and you got kicked
Well, would you looky here? Now, I don't want to scream, I don't want to yell, it's not good
Crazy.
for my health, but sometimes it feels like I got to. I think all of you know this by now. I am extremely and astronomically passionate about this one thing and this one thing only. Well, not just this, but multiple things in my life. We're just talking about this situation particularly, and that is 5-star recruits, any kind of athlete out there, ruining their career over something stupid. And you want to know what's really, and I mean really ironic about this situation? Didn't we just talk about this a couple of days ago with Alabama 5-star cornerback Tony Mitchell? Y'all saw that video, right? If you haven't seen this video, I'll pop it up right here. 5-star cornerback Tony Mitchell for Alabama. Let's just say he completely ruined his career. I would love to explain that situation, but it's too long. It's a 17-minute video. There's body camera footage. It covers everything. He got exposed. But now guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk about this situation again. And I really don't want to scream, but it may happen. So here's your warning and disclaimer, whatever you want to call it. Very talented, very prestigious 5-star wide receiver who goes by the name of Chris Marshall has now been kicked off of Ole Miss. Why is this important? Because only a couple months ago, he got kicked off at Texas A&M. Or
What?
He didn't get kicked off. He, quote-unquote, got suspended. If you want to get all technical about it, he left Texas A&M, but he only left because they suspended him for 9 games. And I didn't say anything bad about him. I said, hey, we all messed up. Maybe he needs a second chance. I never criticize people after their first mistake. It's always after the second or third, because that time you mess up 2 or 3 times, it's like, all right, dude, I can't give you the benefit of the doubt. Oh, okay, calm down, Matt, calm down. Before I get too rallied up, that is going to be one of the topics we go over in tonight's video. And also, we're going to talk about and we're going to take a look at some of the Week 1 games. I know, right? The Week 1 games, Matt, that's so far away. But a couple people sent me something on Twitter about them. And yeah, we're just going to take a look at it and talk about them. I don't think you guys are going to mind too much. It is going to be a jam-packed video. I am so excited for the college football season. Hope you all had a great weekend. It's feeling warm. It's feeling nice outside. It's just a good time. I'm feeling like college football season right around the corner. All right, Matt, shut the crap up. All right, blah, blah, blah. You already know the intro. If you like college football content, consider subscribing. We're on the road to 300K, blah, blah, blah. Matt, shut the crap up. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. By the way, sorry the intro was so long, but yeah, let's get into it. Okay, first thing is first, we're going to take a look at this because somebody sent this to me on Twitter. Yeah, Twitter. And it says, which Week 1 game are you most excited about? I'm going to be honest with all of you. When I first saw this, I was like, Week 1? Is it really
LSU play
close?
FSU?
Are we
Damn.
that close to the season? We're going to start hyping up these matchups? Hey, I don't know. I don't care, but we're going to talk about it. Which game am I excited
Damn,
for?
Colorado played
Okay, first
TCU?
off, we
Is
got
that
LSU,
Colorado?
Florida State, North Kakalaki versus South Kakalaki. I didn't know they played Week 1. Colorado, TCU. Yeah. I'll talk about that in just a second. Florida and Utah.
Damn.
I forgot they played again. Then we got... Is that Coastal Carolina? Who cares about Coastal Carolina
For real.
and UCLA? It's same thing for Clemson and Duke. This ain't basketball, baby. Nobody cares about them last 2 games. I'm sorry.
Nah,
But
for real.
the other
We ain't
4,
worried
I
about
can
no
get down
damn
with.
Duke.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to rank these 1 through 4 from least excited to most excited, starting out at number 4, North Carolina, South Carolina. And the only reason I'm excited for this game is because South Carolina, apparently, they're on the come up. Carolina fans, they're excited about what Shane Beamer is building. Remember, they finished the year off with 2 of the best ones in the country. They beat Tennessee and Clemson. I just want to see if Carolina can continue the, what's the word I'm looking for? Come on, Matt, get it out your head. The momentum. Yeah, momentum. Number 3, I'm going to throw Florida and Utah. Now, I know what everybody's saying, Matt, why do you care about this game? Florida sucks. Utah's probably going to beat them like a drum, and that probably will happen. But it's Florida. I want to see how Florida does. I want to see if they're going to be really bad next year or if they're just going to be okay, because we all know.
We all don't know what Florida going to do.
Remember, last
we
year,
don't
Florida
know.
upset Utah in the Swamp. This year, it's at the Utes. I'm going to put that in number 3. And last but not least, before we get into number 1, I got LSU and Florida State. Come on, man. Does it need any explaining? I don't think so. LSU's coming off of that unreal first year considering you were rebuilding with Brian Kelly. But here's the thing with LSU and Brian Kelly. These LSU fans, they're not going to be patient. They're not going to give him that, oh, it's his first year excuse. They want to win, and they want to win now. That's going to be a big momentum game because whoever wins that one, I mean, you're already going to be talking about, hey, are they a top 5 team in the country? People are going to be bringing up that conversation. If you lose this game, you can still make the playoff, but your chances, they're going to go down. You need this win. There's a lot right on the line there, and last but not least, it's just, this is common sense. I got to see the Dion show, man. Colorado and TCU.
Yeah, we got to see that.
I know what I'm going to get out of TCU, but I don't know what I'm going to get out of Colorado, and that's why I can't wait to watch that game. In the comment section, though, I saw an overwhelming amount of people that said, no. That LSU-Florida State game, no game is going to come close to that. That's the number one game to look forward to. And I'm not going to argue with that. I see where you're coming from. I got them 2 on my list, but I just got to see this Dion show, man. I got to see it. And all this is my opinion. You're entitled to your own. Let me know in the comment section. What is the game you're looking forward to the most? Is it LSU-Florida State or Colorado-TCU? Let me know. But now, finally, getting a move on here to our main topic, our main encore, the main reason you clicked onto the video, we got to talk about good old Chris Marshall. Oh, man, you hate to see it. You really do.
Crazy, bro. What did he do?
5-star recruit, one of the best wide receivers in the country. He was supposed to ball out at Texas A&M, and, yeah, it's been a disaster, to say the least. And I think I said in the intro he got suspended for 9 games at Texas A&M. That's my fault. It was only 6 games, but still, you get the point. Let me give you a quick refresher, though. Chris Marshall is one of the 3 Texas A&M players who got suspended right before the South Carolina game because of stuff they were doing in the locker room. We'll just leave it at this. And Jimbo Fisher actually never clarified on why he suspended these players, but rumors came out that they was doing some drugs and smoking some Mary Jane before the South Carolina game. I can't believe these words are about to come out of my mouth, but I kind of feel bad for Jimbo Fisher. I couldn't imagine as a head coach if I walked into a locker room an hour before kickoff and my players are smoking Mary Jane.
That's
I
crazy.
would absolutely lose my mind, and I bet Jimbo Fisher did as well. For that reason alone and some other stuff here and there, I mean, it's hard to keep up with this guy. Chris Marshall, he was suspended from Texas A&M. He was suspended indefinitely, and he was never reinstated, so he entered the transfer portal. So you could try to make an argument and say, oh, well, he left Texas A&M, but he was suspended, so he really didn't have a choice. I'm just going to label it as Texas A&M. They gave him the boot, and yeah, that's what happened. But regardless of that, that's all there is to it. And I chalk this up as, hey, he's a young kid. He got paid a couple $1 million to go to Texas A&M. He's having fun, and maybe he had a little bit too much fun. It happens. He's a young guy with a bunch of money, and it got to his head. It is what it is.
You got money.
I'm not saying it's okay
NIL
what he did
paying
Texas
dudes,
A&M.
man.
What I'm saying is it was his first mistake. And whenever somebody messes up once in this life, I'm not going to write him off. I'm not going to throw him under the bus. That's not how I am. But, and I have a big but, here's how I am. If you mess up and you mess up again and again and again, yeah, I'm writing you off. I can't give you the benefit of the doubt if you don't learn from messing up the first time. At this point in time, though, Chris Marshall has messed up twice within the past couple of months, so I'm done with him. I'm done. And I know some of you may try to say, well, Matt, he only messed up twice. Why are you writing him off completely? And my reason for that is because, okay, if he messed up twice within the span of 5 years, I may give him the benefit of the doubt, depending on the case and scenario. But messing up twice in a couple of months, it goes to show me and prove to me you learned nothing. And not only have you learned nothing, but you don't even care about football because you know the repercussions of your actions. You know you can get kicked off of these teams if you do it, and yet you're still choosing to do it. I'll give you even more insight. Here's how I operate in this life. If you don't care, then I don't care. If you don't care about your life, then I don't care about your life. If you don't care to be better, then why should I care? So that's what I'm saying on Mr. Chris Marshall. I don't care if you're a 5-star recruit. I don't care if you were a big hot shot in high school. This isn't high school anymore. This is college. What did I say about Alabama's cornerback, Tony Mitchell, who got arrested and suspended? It's the same thing for this situation. If you want to be a gangster and a thug, then go be a gangster and a thug. But you can't be a gangster
Matt is
and a
gangster if you want to be gangster.
Cooperate together. Chris Marshall, if you want to be a thug, that's cool. That's your life.
Matt, not gangster, gangsta. If you want to be gangster, then that, hey. So, gangster. If you want to be gangster, just gangster. That's how you say it.
Do whatever you want, but you can't be a football player too. It's just not going to happen, and it isn't. Sorry for the rant. Let's get a move on here. If you're wondering where Chris Marshall recently got kicked off of, that's Ole Miss, because after leaving A&M, he goes to Ole Miss. Big pickup for Ole Miss. Huge pickup. I remember when I heard about this, I was like, man, Lane Kiffin, if he can get this kid to act
Screwed up
right,
his
he
whole
got a
damn
steal. But unfortunately for Lane
career.
Kiffin, he couldn't get him to act right. Yesterday, news came out that Lane Kiffin kicked him off of the team. I think it's safe to say when Lane Kiffin, the goofiest of goobers,
When I was 22, I got involved in the Russian mafia. Some legends.
Damn shame, bro. Damn shame.
when it comes to head coaches in the SEC, has to kick you off of the team, you done messed up, and you messed up big time. This kid, Chris Marshall, got kicked off of Jimbo Fisher, who has no morals whatsoever, and then he got kicked off by Lane Kiffin, who's a goober. And I love me some Lane
It's like
Kiffin.
a
One of my
whole
favorite
damn,
coaches out
like,
there.
that
He's
make him look so
But
bad,
come on
bro.
now, we all know he's a goober. The fact that Lane Kiffin, who acts like
has to
he
be done.
himself is 22 years old, has to kick you off, it should tell you everything you need to know. This is to my Ole Miss fans. I'm asking y'all a question. Has Lane Kiffin ever kicked somebody off of the team? I haven't heard of it. Let me know in the comments. But here's the official statement that Lane Kiffin has said. Chris Marshall has been dismissed from the Ole Miss football program for a violation of team rules. We wish him good luck in his future plans. Check out this comment. Heard from several people he's got authority issues, just does whatever he wants. He's clearly not coachable. Pure shame. Shaking my head. But here's the biggest question with all of this. Let's try to figure this out. Okay, why did Lane Kiffin finally kick him off of the team? Well, putting two and two together here, going off of the rumors and speculation, he has issues with authority, right? Okay, we know that. And we also know he has issues with drugs and Mary Jane. So me taking a wild guess here, and it's not a wild guess, I'm just joking around, it's putting two and two together in common sense here. He was probably doing some of that stuff at Ole Miss, and I guarantee you Lane Kiffin and the staff, they told him, hey man, you got to quit that or we're going to kick you off. And to make a long story short, he didn't quit it, so Lane Kiffin, he was like, all right, I hate to do this, but we got to kick you off the team.
Yeah,
I wish I could sit up here and say, man, this sucks, I feel bad for him, but like I said, I have
don't
zero
feel bad.
sympathy for a person
dumb
who
shit.
doesn't care themselves. If you don't care, then I most certainly don't care. And here's the
for
last thing I'm
real.
going to say about this. Chris Marshall, here's some great advice. This is the best piece of advice you're going to hear today. You should really look into, and this is your last hope, you should really look into getting your CDL. I know it's probably not something you want to do, but football obviously isn't something you want to do either, and this is another good way you can make some money. And I'm not joking. People that have their CDLs make a crap ton of money. It's an underrated job. And guess what, my brother? You can smoke all the Mary Jane you want when you're driving your truck thousands of miles a day.
Damn.
Nobody's going to kick you off of the team, and I'm sure these businesses and corporations, they won't find out. But as far as it goes for being a football player, guys, you got to hear me out on this. This isn't a football issue. This is a character issue.
Yeah, it
this
is.
is
It's
bigger
character-
than the game
character
itself.
issue.
He has to get his priorities in life right first.
Yeah.
Then we can talk about football. Until he starts taking life seriously, I can't even talk about football with this young man. I also want to go on the record to say this. Chris Marshall, on a serious note, I am wishing you the best of luck. There's still hope. And when I say hope, I'm talking about your life, not even football. But at the end of the day,
Damn.
I, Matt B. Great, I can't want it for you. Ole Miss fans, they can't want it for you. Texas A&M fans, they can't want it for you. Nobody on this earth can
said,
want
I
it
ain't
for
talking
you
about football, I'm talking about
but
your life.
you. And this is also a message to my young people out there watching. It is so great. It is the greatest thing ever to learn from your mistakes. I do it all the time, but it's even better to learn from other people's mistakes. I need my younger people out there to learn from
is
this.
true.
I want y'all to do better. I talk to all these 4- and 5-star recruits all the time. I'm hoping they make it to the NFL and make tens of millions of dollars. There is enough success and
That's a
money to
great
go
pick.
around in this world if you want it. Chris Marshall obviously doesn't want it. So, you know what that does? It opens up the door for somebody else.
Yeah, he don't want it. So guess what? Somebody else gonna take it. I'll see you guys next video.